5 natural ways to support circulation and confidence over 50. You've probably noticed it: colder hands and feet, slower physical response, maybe even a quiet loss of intimacy or energy you used to count on. After 50, it's not just aging, it's circulation. And it affects everything: your mood, your sleep, even your confidence. But here's the hopeful truth: you don't need prescriptions to turn this around. Nature, movement, and simple daily choices can bring your blood flow and your spark back online. Let me share 5 natural, doctor-recommended ways to support healthy circulation and rebuild your quiet confidence from the inside out. If you want more natural ways to feel alive, connected, and strong over 50, go ahead and subscribe. It helps us keep sharing trustworthy, heart-centered content like this. And in the comments, tell me, which one of these 5 are you ready to try first? Let's feel good again, together. Walking daily, gentle movement, stronger blood flow, clearer mind. Let me say something that might surprise you: the most powerful circulation-boosting habit isn't complicated. It's not expensive. And it doesn't require fancy gear, apps, or even a gym membership. It's walking. That's it. And if you're over 50, walking, done daily, done consistently, and done gently, might just be the most natural, effective way to support blood flow, brain clarity, heart health, and yes, your confidence. Because here's the truth: the body wants to move. When we don't, when we sit too long, feel overwhelmed, or lose our spark, the blood slows. The brain fogs. The body stiffens. And little by little, confidence slips away. But the beautiful thing is, it's reversible. And it can start with just one walk. Why walking works, especially after 50, walking is more than just getting steps in. It's a full-body movement that engages your heart, lungs, muscles, and circulation without overloading your joints or raising your stress hormones like high-impact exercise can. Here's what walking does for circulation: stimulates lower body blood flow, especially important because the legs are where sluggish circulation often starts. Strengthens your heart, improving overall cardiovascular efficiency. Supports venous return, helps push blood back up from the legs toward the heart. Reduces blood pressure by improving the elasticity of arteries. Boosts nitric oxide, encouraging vessels to relax and flow better. Supports healthy blood sugar, which helps prevent damage to blood vessels. Even a brisk 20 to 30 minutes a day can have profound effects, not just on circulation, but on how you feel in your body. But what about confidence? When you walk every day, something else happens. Not just in your blood, but in your mind. Walking has been shown to improve mood and self-esteem, lower anxiety and depression, enhance mental clarity and focus, improve body awareness, the sense that you're connected to your own movement, restore a quiet sense of I can. You stand taller. You breathe deeper. You move with just a little more purpose, and that translates directly into confidence, both physically and emotionally. For people over 50 who felt disconnected from their energy, strength, or even their intimate selves, walking is often the first step back. How to start without overwhelm? You don't need to hit 10,000 steps tomorrow. You just need consistency. Here's a simple starting routine. Start with 10 minutes after breakfast or lunch. Choose flat, comfortable terrain, even indoors or around your home. Focus on posture, shoulders relaxed, head tall, arms swinging freely. Breathe deeply, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Add 2 to 5 minutes per week, up to 30 to 40 minutes a day. Can't do it all at once. Break it into 2 15-minute walks. The circulation benefit remains, and your blood flow stays active throughout the day. When and how to walk. For the biggest benefit, here are 3 time windows to consider. Morning walks, boost circulation and energy, set your rhythm for the day. Post-meal walks, regulate blood sugar and reduce arterial stiffness. Evening walks, lower cortisol and improve sleep quality. Whenever you walk, try to make it intentional, not rushed, not distracted, but present. Let it become a time of reconnect with your body, your breath, and your surroundings. Don't underestimate gentle movement. We often think we have to push ourselves to get results. But after 50, pushing can backfire. Too much exertion can spike stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline, which actually constrict blood vessels and leave you more fatigued. Walking, however, is a form of active recovery, movement that supports healing, not drains it. And over time, as circulation improves, you may also notice warmer hands and feet, improved sexual response, better brain clarity, and natural desire to move more, not less. This is what makes walking not just a habit, but a foundational practice for reclaiming vitality. Confidence returns with each step. There's something symbolic about walking. It's forward motion. It's grounded rhythm. It's the opposite of being stuck. And after 50, when we sometimes feel like we've lost ground, physically, emotionally, or intimately, walking brings us back into motion. Safely. Steadily. Confidently. You begin to trust your body again. You begin to show up for yourself again. And little by little, that trust turns into confidence, the kind that radiates, not from appearance, but from presence. A final word of encouragement: if you're not moving much right now, or if you've been dealing with pain, fatigue, or shame about where you're starting, please know this: you don't have to catch up. You only have to begin. And beginning can be as simple as one lap around the yard, a walk to the mailbox and back, a 5-minute stroll after dinner, even a walk inside your home while listening to music or prayer. Every step is a message to your body: I'm coming back. I haven't given up. And your body? It remembers. It responds. It wants to move. It wants to heal. It wants to carry you forward with strength, circulation, and quiet confidence. So lace up your shoes. Step outside. Or just start pacing your living room with intention. Because the path back to vitality is right beneath your feet. And it begins with one step, today. Hydration with minerals, thin the blood, support vessel health. It sounds too simple to be powerful, but it's true. Most people over 50 are mildly dehydrated every single day. And that low-grade dehydration? It's not just making you tired or giving you dry skin. It's quietly slowing your circulation, thickening your blood, stressing your heart, and even affecting your energy, mood, and physical confidence. The good news is, the fix is easy, natural, and completely within your control. It starts with hydration, but not just water. It's hydration with minerals that your body needs to absorb water, support circulation, and keep your vessels flexible and flowing. Let's talk about how this small daily shift can help you feel more awake, more connected, and more you again. Why circulation needs more than just water. As we age, our thirst signals weaken. We may not feel thirsty, even when our body is quietly struggling to stay hydrated. At the same time, our blood vessels become less elastic and our blood volume decreases, which means our heart has to work harder to pump blood, especially to the brain, hands, feet, and pelvic region. When you're even 2 to 3 dehydrated, your blood gets thicker, your circulation slows, and your oxygen delivery drops. You may feel foggy, cold in your extremities, sluggish, unmotivated, less responsive physically and emotionally, and yes, hydration even affects libido. Good circulation is essential for sexual response in both men and women, and poor hydration can mute that natural rhythm. The role of electrolytes and minerals: here's where it gets interesting. Drinking plain water isn't always enough, especially if you're over 50. Without enough electrolytes, minerals like sodium, potassium, magnesium, and calcium, water can just pass through you. You'll urinate more, but your tissues stay dry. That means cells don't get the water they need, blood doesn't flow as smoothly, your nervous system stays on edge, and you may feel just as tired after drinking as before. By simply adding a pinch of sea salt, a splash of lemon, or an electrolyte powder to your water, you help your body actually absorb and use the fluid you're drinking. How hydration supports confidence and vitality. This is where things get exciting, because hydration doesn't just affect your body. It affects your emotions, your clarity, and your sense of self. When your body is well hydrated with minerals, your blood thins gently, helping it flow more easily to your brain and extremities. Your mood improves, especially if you've been low or irritable. Your energy stabilizes, fewer crashes, less reliance on caffeine. Your skin looks healthier, which boosts confidence. Your physical responses improve, warmth, touch, connection. You feel clearer, calmer, and more in tune with your needs. This is subtle, but real. For many over 50, consistent hydration is one of the first steps to restoring that quiet inner spark, the sense that you're online again. How to hydrate right. Daily routine. Here's a simple plan you can use every day, no overthinking required. Morning, replenish after sleep. Drink 8 to 12 ounces of water with a pinch of mineral salt or a squeeze of lemon plus 1/8 teaspoon sea salt or an unflavored electrolyte packet. Add a few drops of trace minerals, optional but powerful, throughout the day. Steady sips. Carry a water bottle and sip consistently. Don't chug. Add sliced cucumber, berries, or herbs like mint to keep it interesting. Drink before you feel thirsty. Bonus. Herbal hydration. Include hydrating herbal teas like hibiscus, tulsi, or ginger. These support circulation, soothe the nervous system, and help retention signs. You're hydrating effectively. You'll know it's working when you notice clearer thinking, more consistent energy, less puffiness or swelling, slightly more frequent urination. Pale yellow is ideal, more warmth in hands and feet, a quiet return of body awareness and response for those dealing with brain fog, low libido, or emotional flatness. This simple habit can be a ground floor fix, making everything else you do more effective. What to watch out for. While most people benefit from added minerals, here are a few notes. If you have kidney disease, heart failure, or are on diuretics, check with your doctor before increasing fluids or sodium. Avoid artificially colored sports drinks. Choose clean electrolyte powders or whole food sources. Don't overdo salt. Just a pinch is enough unless medically guided. Balance is key. Not too much, not too little, just steady, mineral-rich hydration to keep your body humming. Confidence starts at the cellular level. We often think confidence is about how we look or what we say. But truly, it begins with how we feel in our own body. When your brain is sharp, your blood is flowing, and your cells are nourished, you naturally carry yourself differently. You respond. You engage. You show up. Hydration may not sound glamorous, but it's one of the most foundational acts of self-respect and self-restoration you can choose. So today, fill up your glass. Add a pinch of minerals. And drink to your clarity, your circulation, and your quiet return to vitality. Gentle daily stretching, open the body, wake up the vessels. You wake up stiff. You try to get up from a chair and feel slower than you used to. Maybe your hands are colder, your steps smaller, and somewhere deep inside, a little disconnected from the body you've lived in for decades. If that sounds familiar, you're not broken. You're just tight. And tightness doesn't just affect muscles. It compresses blood vessels, restricts oxygen flow, and dulls the sense of connection between your body, your brain, and your inner confidence. That's where gentle daily stretching comes in. Not intense yoga. Not contortion. Just mindful movement, the kind that opens your circulation, calms your nerves, and restores your physical presence. Why stretching improves circulation over 50? As we age, tissues naturally lose some flexibility. Blood vessels stiffen. Fascia, the connective web under your skin, becomes less hydrated and more rigid. This results in reduced blood flow to limbs, poor venous return from legs, cold hands and feet, slower physical and intimate responses, muscle tension that constricts arteries and nerves. Gentle stretching reverses that. It lengthens soft tissue, opens tight joints, and stimulates blood flow to areas often ignored, like your lower back, hips, chest, and neck. Even 10 minutes a day can bring more oxygen to your brain, more warmth to your limbs, and more confidence in your step. How stretching builds body confidence. There's something beautiful that happens when you stretch. You come home to your body. You feel where it's tight, where it's tender, where it's asking to be heard. And when you listen with kindness, you begin to rebuild trust. Stretching reminds you, I'm still strong. I can move with ease. This body still belongs to me. It's not about performance. It's about presence. And presence builds confidence, slowly, gently, sustainably. Where to focus? Areas that support circulation and vitality. If you're over 50, here are the most important areas to stretch gently and regularly. Lower legs and calves. Tight calves compress blood vessels and lead to cold feet, swelling, and fatigue. Gentle calf stretches improve venous return and foot warmth. Hips and pelvis. Tight hip flexors from sitting restrict blood flow to pelvic organs, including those tied to intimacy. Hip opening stretches restore circulation and physical response. Chest and shoulders. Poor posture compresses chest blood flow and lung capacity. Stretching the chest improves breathing and supports heart function. Neck and upper back tension in this area reduces circulation to the brain and eyes. Gentle stretches reduce headaches, fog, and emotional tension. Simple daily stretching routine, 10 to 15 minutes. You can do this on a mat, bed, or carpet, no equipment needed. 1. Seated neck rolls, 1 minute, drop your chin and gently roll the head side to side. Breathe slowly. Increases blood flow to the brain and reduces nervous tension. 2. Shoulder rolls plus chest opener, 2 minutes, roll shoulders back, clasp hands behind you, lift the chest. Opens heart space, improves posture, encourages deep breath. 3. Seated forward fold, 2 minutes, sit with legs extended, hinge at hips, and reach forward. Stretches hamstrings and lower back, enhances lower body circulation. 4. Cat-cow or seated spinal twist, 3 minutes, gently arch and round your back, or twist gently side to side. Mobilizes spine, reduces stiffness, encourages blood flow to organs. 5. Hip opener, reclined figure 4, 2 minutes per side, lie on back, cross ankle over opposite knee, and pull in. Opens hips and pelvis, restoring lower body warmth and response. Modify as needed. Go slowly. Let your body guide you or not force. Stretching as a confidence ritual. Daily stretching becomes more than just movement. It becomes a reconnection practice, one that says, I'm still capable. I respect my body enough to care for it. I'm safe in my own skin. This can transform how you carry yourself and how you feel during everything from walking to intimacy. When blood flows freely and joints move easily, your energy becomes less about effort and more about freedom. Tips for making it a habit. Do it at the same time each day, a morning or before bed. Play soft music, light a candle, make it relaxing. Breathe deeply during each stretch. Start with just 5 minutes if you're short on time. Let go of perfect form, listen to your body instead. Consistency, not intensity, is what brings results. Stretch into a new chapter of you. You've earned the right to feel comfortable in your body, not just tolerating it, but inhabiting it fully. Stretching is how we say, I'm not done moving. I'm not done feeling. I'm not done trusting this body to carry me well. So if you felt disconnected, stiff, or even discouraged by aging's changes, start here. Stretch gently. Breathe deeply. Open the body and watch how the mind, blood, and confidence all begin to flow again. Warmth and touch stimulate blood flow, strengthen connection. Sometimes what we're missing isn't more movement. It's more warmth. More touch. More of that quiet, physical closeness that reminds the body it's safe, it's loved, and it still belongs. As we get older, past 50, past menopause, past the intensity of careers or caregiving, many of us slowly lose touch. Not just emotionally, but literally. We shake fewer hands. We get fewer hugs. We sleep further apart. And when that happens, circulation suffers, but so does confidence, mood, and connection. But there's good news. You don't need medication to bring that warmth back. You just need safe, intentional warmth and touch. Why warmth helps circulation. Blood flow is all about vessel flexibility and temperature regulation. When you're cold, physically or emotionally, your body tightens. Vessels constrict. Your hands and feet cool, your muscles tighten, and blood flow slows to non-essential areas. Warmth, on the other hand, does the opposite. It dilates blood vessels, helping blood move more freely. It sends a message of safety to your nervous system. It supports better oxygen delivery to muscles, skin, and even intimate areas. It reduces pain and muscle stiffness, especially in joints, and the benefits don't stop there. Touch triggers trust, confidence, and intimacy. Touch isn't just physical, it's biochemical. Safe, caring touch increases oxytocin, the hormone that fosters trust, bonding, emotional warmth, and even romantic connection. It also lowers cortisol, blood pressure, and even inflammation. This means hugs, hand-holding, or massage can literally improve your circulation and mood. Shared touch can gently reignite connection and intimacy. Receiving warmth, like a heat pad or warm bath, helps release muscle tension and open blood vessels naturally. You don't have to be romantic to benefit. Touch can be simple. A hand on your own heart. A warm towel on your back. A hug that lasts 20 seconds longer than usual. It all counts. Ways to gently reintroduce warmth and touch if physical connection has faded or feels awkward to revisit. Here are simple, natural ways to bring it back into your life and restore circulation, confidence, and comfort. Warm baths or showers at Epsom salts or lavender oil and soak. Let the heat relax blood vessels and nervous tension. A warm soak before bed can improve sleep, intimacy, and next day energy. Self-massage with warm oil. Warm sesame or almond oil in your hands and massage your legs, arms, or abdomen slowly. This is an Ayurvedic practice called Abhyanga, and it improves lymph flow, circulation, and emotional grounding. Heating pads or hot water bottles placed gently on your lower back, hips, or feet while resting or reading. These areas often tighten after 50. Warming them increases blood flow to the pelvis and spine. Shared touch and hug. Start small. A back rub. Sitting close. Holding hands during a show. These small actions lower blood pressure, reduce emotional distance, and help circulation through oxytocin and relaxation. Sunlight on skin. Morning sun on the arms or face, even through a window, helps stimulate circulation, increase vitamin D, and improve mood and vascular tone, especially for those who are indoors often. What if you live alone? Touch and warmth are still available, and still powerful. Use heated blankets or warm towels. Practice self-massage, even for 5 minutes. Sip warm herbal teas and rest your hands on your heart or belly. Take a warm bath and speak kindly to yourself. Try gentle pets like cats or dogs. Even brushing them provides contact. The body doesn't need grand gestures. It just needs comfort and contact, even from your own hands. Why this matters for circulation and confidence. When your body is tense, cold, or touch deprived, it starts to believe it's under threat. You may feel emotionally distant, physically numb, less responsive, or interested in intimacy, quietly unsure of your body's capabilities. But with warmth and touch, that begins to shift. The body softens. The blood flows. And the heart opens, both physically and emotionally. You begin to feel at home in yourself again. Final thought: you don't have to wait for someone else to offer it. You can give warmth. You can receive touch. You can reconnect, gently, daily, quietly. Because warmth isn't a luxury. It's a circulatory tool, a confidence booster, and a deeply human need. And after 50, when so much feels like it's been dialed down, this is one of the simplest ways to turn the dial back up, safely, naturally, and with love. Nitrate-rich foods, open arteries, power up physical energy. Let's finish with something simple, powerful, and delicious. If you want to open up your arteries, increase blood flow, and boost stamina, both in daily life and intimacy, one of the easiest, most natural ways is to add more nitrate-rich foods to your plate. These aren't supplements or stimulants. They're real, colorful foods that support your blood vessels from the inside out, helping you feel more alive, more responsive, and more energetic, especially after 50. Let's take a look at how they work, and how to start. How nitrates improve circulation. Certain vegetables are naturally high in nitrates, plant compounds that, once digested, are converted into nitric oxide, NO. Nitric oxide is a molecule your body produces that causes vasodilation, meaning it relaxes and widens blood vessels, which lowers blood pressure, improves blood flow to the brain, heart, and muscles, enhances oxygen and nutrient delivery, supports physical performance and intimacy. After 50, our natural nitric oxide production declines, which can contribute to fatigue, cold limbs, brain fog, and even erectile or arousal issues. Nitrate-rich foods help restore that flow, naturally and gently. Top nitrate-rich foods to eat regularly. Here are the top natural sources of dietary nitrates that support better circulation. Beets, raw, roasted, or juiced, one of the richest sources. Just half a cup of beet juice has been shown to improve blood pressure, stamina, and response time in older adults. Arugula even higher in nitrates than spinach. Peppery and perfect in salads or sandwiches. Spinach loaded with nitrates, iron, and magnesium, a great base for warm or cold meals. Cilantro, parsley, and basil herbs matter too, and they pair perfectly with olive oil and lemon for a nitrate-boosting dressing. Celery and radishes. These crunchy veggies contain compounds that enhance nitric oxide availability, especially when eaten raw. Tip: combining these with vitamin C-rich foods, like citrus or bell peppers, enhances nitrate conversion into nitric oxide. What you might feel when you add these in after a few days to a week of eating nitrate-rich foods daily: you may notice warmer hands and feet, better stamina during walks or exercise, improved sexual response or desire, sharper thinking, less tension or high blood pressure, a more natural rise in morning energy. It's not a jolt, it's a steady restoration of flow. How to use these foods daily? Start simple. Aim for at least 1 cup of nitrate-rich veggies per day. Add arugula or spinach to scrambled eggs, roast beets, and serve them warm with goat cheese or walnuts. Make a smoothie with beet juice, frozen berries, and a little ginger. Chop parsley into soups, pastas, or grain bowls. Eat a small spinach or arugula salad before dinner, a starter salad for circulation. Want to go deeper? Try natural beet powders or nitrate drink blends. Just check for added sugars or artificial ingredients. Important notes: these foods are safe for most people, but if you have low blood pressure, monitor how you feel. If you're on nitrate medications, check with your doctor before loading up. Avoid processed meats labeled a nitrate cured. They contain synthetic nitrates that don't offer the same benefits and may be harmful. We're talking about whole plant-based nitrates, not the artificial kind. Food is flow. You don't have to overhaul your diet overnight. You just have to invite in the right ingredients, the ones nature designed to help you flow better, feel brighter, and respond more fully to life's energy. So next time you're at the market, pick up that bunch of beets. Grab that box of arugula. And remember, the food on your plate can do more than fuel you. It can open you back up to blood flow, to warmth, and to the confident energy you deserve. You've just heard 5 of the most natural, grounded ways to reignite your circulation, your confidence, and your quiet spark from the inside out. Not one of these requires perfection. Not one demands willpower or youth. They only ask for something you already have: the desire to feel fully alive again, in your body, in your relationships, and in the way you move through the world. So start small. Take a walk. Sip mineral-rich water. Stretch what feels tight. Let warmth in. And fill your plate with color and intention. These are not just health habits, they are acts of self-respect. And they add up. If this spoke to you, subscribe. Share this with someone you care about. And in the comments, tell me, which one of these will you start with today? You're not fading. You're just getting started again, with flow, with purpose, and with heart.